since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. To begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of the games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Number 96, sets a kickoff.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Mateer. Flips it out to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got a little grass. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Trying to get behind the defense. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. The snap sets up the throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Thomas. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. He goes right back to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just keep slinging it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Running inside, it's Smothers.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Manning. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smothers. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Arch Madness. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Run in the red zone. It's Smothers. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a creep.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
early, get everything going. Way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels. They have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is no good, but a penalty flag is down, and there's not much doubt this is going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Change now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Going right and going deep. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. Just enough to will that one home. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Complete to start this drive. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Right back to him on the ground. Could be an alley. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They're dealing with a second and long. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads it downfield. He's got it way down the field. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Took them nearly the entire first half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sooners.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two and try to tie it as it is. They're down by one. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Play action, here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To throw, Manning. Complete, left side, Coleman. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
So now it's second and long. Hart's going to spin it again. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Arts to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. Hand off for Brown. He locked up and held on to bring him down. The Longhorns stopped the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorn! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Takes his shot. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Tigers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Manning. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the middle. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nice move to pick up yardage. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Texas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left and wings it incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Go! Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Lockett. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and Nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff for Brown. There's a little room there. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to run, it's Brown. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. A nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly. There was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Upstairs to make the catch. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000 to 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're putting their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Release to the back. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That holding call pushes them back. Now they face a 2nd and 20 here. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Again, it's Brown. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One more time, it's Brown. Maybe some room here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on second down for this offense. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted golden hat trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.